So we've got about a month to get the test and trace boosted significantly enough to make the reopening of schools safer. Now, here's another problem. Come here a minute. Sit down. Here's another problem, okay? Getting to that point is sadly not going to be objectively realised or measured, is it? You know that now, surely. We can at least all agree on that. They don't just move the goalposts. They chop them down and pretend there were never any goalposts there in the first place. This is a government that has elevated the moving of goalposts to an art form where they now pretend that there were no goalposts at all. In fact, there weren't any goalposts, ever. I was just testing my eyes, they might say. And that, for me, is a real problem. And the thing that dropped, the penny that dropped for me yesterday, weirdly, and it's a really scary penny. The penny that dropped for me yesterday was the one to do with the people being sent into the House of Lords, the quite spectacularly inappropriate and unsuitable appointments to the House of Lords. And I couldn't work out why they'd done it until I got a few texts yesterday in the soil pipe end of my inbox. So I got a few texts yesterday still going, ha, you're so cross and upset about Brexit, it's great. And I suddenly realised that's why some of these people, including one with very serious questions to answer about alleged IRA apologism, have ended up in our House of Lords. It's very, very simple, because it's a way of stoking those Brexit flames, which we've known for a long time is the only way that this government avoids or can avoid scrutiny. You just get the old culture wars, or whatever they're calling it this week. You get that up and running, and you don't have to answer questions. You get a free pass from your own people. I'll play you an interview later in the programme, or clips from an interview later in the programme with Donald Trump that takes the notion of blind loyalty to the most ludicrous extreme yet. The idea that anybody could see his latest interview and still think that he should be allowed to use scissors, let alone run the most powerful country on the planet, is, I mean, if it was happening in another era, our mind would boggle. As it is, we just have to wait to see what happens next. So with Johnson, Brexit serves a similar purpose. Throw some red meat to these people, and they feel they can't criticise my COVID-19, my catastrophic handling of COVID-19, because to criticise me at all is somehow to tarnish the Brexit. And what did you win? Well, nothing, actually, but the only thing we can still celebrate is the discomfort of people like you, the discomfort of people on the other side. So that's how we've ended up in this place where the government simply can't be trusted, regardless of whether they do some good things or bad things. And I think some of the stuff on obesity is brilliant. But they can't be trusted because they're not going to tell us the truth. They didn't tell us the truth at the beginning. They didn't tell us the truth in the middle. And they're unlikely to be telling us the truth at the end. So I don't know what you're going to do about sending your children back to school. And I don't know how anybody could have the audacity, frankly, to tell you that you should just tug your forelock, doff your cap, click your heels, and send them in according to guidance that's coming from people who've been shown to be at best clueless and at worst downright dishonest about their own handling of this continuing catastrophe. It's an absolute skip fire. And it's got a month. They've got a month to fix it. Little Matty Hancock has got a month to fix it. What do you reckon? Put a few quid on that? A few quid on Matt Hancock? Getting something right? We shall see.